Hey everyone, this is Kieran from MSK Physio, and today's exercise is a little bit more of an advanced exercise into building some thoracic extension. So the ability to move your upper back backwards. You're going to get some other extension going into some lower back as well. And it's also useful for starting to learn how that integrates with overhead mobility. So if this sounds like something that might be useful for you, then give this exercise a go. So what you need is something that you can bend over, like this box, and something to anchor yourself down on the other side of the box. This box is probably, as far as width goes, like at max range. It really depends on your shoulder flexibility as well. Some of you might be okay doing this with like a regular weight bench. The tricky thing is though, you want something to relax your head on. And so it'll just create a situation where you can only explore certain amounts of your thoracic spine, whereas a bigger box will allow you to explore some more areas. So the crux of it is basically, I'm going to start like this. I'm going to grab the weight, and what happens is wherever the box corner is on my back is where I'm going to be extending over, right? It creates a point that I have to bend over. So there's no choice that if I'm going to lower my hips down, at some point that area is going to have to bend. So if I go into it here, so I'm at about kind of sort of T9-ish area, and I'm going to drop my hips down. So this is where the shoulder flexibility issue can come in, and if you feel like your shoulders are getting sore or pinchy, then you may not be ready for this exercise and you may need to go into one of our other exercises. Now you could just hang out here and breathe, or you can go up and down and pulse up and down over and really try and get yourself bending over that corner of the box. If I feel like I want to go a little bit lower, then I'll go up a little bit more into here, and I'm sort of getting into lower thoracic now, which would be a little bit more stuck depending on what parts of your diaphragm might be tight. So a really nice way to get that sort of T8 to T10 area, and for a lot of people that's a very stuck area in their diaphragm. Just because of the attachment points, if I wanted to get higher up, you can see that my limitation here with this box is probably about, maybe about T8-ish. This is where a narrower bench would come in handy. So a narrower bench would allow me to get into my shoulder blade area, and then that would allow me to extend this way. If I held onto this box, I can extend over the box this way, okay? So it's an exercise which is going to allow you to start getting into ranges where this kind of stuff gets a lot easier, right? It's the same shape as being here. And for a lot of people, that's a very challenging spot to get full range into in their thoracic spine. You got to think about creating different fulcrums or different tension points, because there's going to be different tissues restricting you, whether it's tissue between your ribs that you need to work on the breathing side of things, whether it's the diaphragm. And for the diaphragm to lengthen, then you need to do exhalation. So you need to make sure you're blowing out fully so that you can get that lengthening through the diaphragm. But at the same time, you might find the tummy muscles in the front are tight, and well, if you need them to go through their lengthening phase, then you need to work on the inhalation. So you need to do a big breath in. If you find though that it's the shoulders or the limiting factor, then this isn't necessarily the exercise to increase your shoulder flexibility. It's more spinal focused. So I'd take your attention away from here and go into one of our other exercises in thoracic rotation that don't require as much shoulder flexibility, okay? If you like this video, then please hit like below. Otherwise, to check out more of our content in the future, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking our logo over here And to check out our latest video, click up here.